So the RxLocal app is one of those pharmacy tools that sounds incredibly useful on paper. It's supposed to let you manage your prescriptions, message your pharmacy, request refills, and even set medication reminders all from your phone. In 2025, apps like these are becoming a big part of how people manage their health, especially if you're juggling multiple medications. But the big question here is simple. Does RxLocal actually work, and is it safe to use? Let's start with the basics. RxLocal is a real app created by Pioneer Rx, which is a legitimate pharmacy software company. So we're not dealing with a fake or suspicious app pretending to be a pharmacy tool. It's officially connected to many independent pharmacies across the US, and that alone gives it some credibility. But being legit doesn't automatically mean it works well, and that's where the problems begin. When you look at actual user reviews, the picture changes fast. The app has a very low rating across the App Store and Google Play, and a huge percentage of users complain about the same issues. The most common problem is that the app simply doesn't open. People tap the icon and it either freezes, crashes instantly, or gets stuck on a spinning loading screen. And it's not just once in a while. For many users, the app becomes completely unusable. Another huge complaint is the login process. A lot of people say they enter their phone number or email, wait for a verification code, and the code never arrives. Others get stuck in a loop where they verify their identity, but the app refuses to log them in. For an app that's supposed to give you access to your medication information, this is a pretty serious flaw. Even when the app does work, users report inaccurate or outdated information. Some say their prescriptions show up as inactive when they're actually active. Others request refills through the app, only to find out later that the pharmacy never received the request. If the whole purpose of the app is to make the refill process easier, then unreliable communication with pharmacies is a major break deal. Privacy is another point people worry about. Since the app handles sensitive medical data, users want to know if their information is safe. While there's no confirmed evidence of misuse, the app does collect personal data, prescription data, and communication logs. Anytime an app struggles technically, it raises more questions about how well your data is being handled behind the scenes. And in 2025, data sharing concerns are more relevant than ever. Customer support is another weak spot. Many users say it's nearly impossible to get help when something goes wrong. When the app crashes or a refill doesn't go through, people end up calling their pharmacy manually anyway, which defeats the entire purpose of having the app in the first place. Now, there are some positive experiences. A smaller group of users say that when the app works properly, it's simple, convenient, and gives them quick access to their pharmacy. But those reviews are in the minority compared to the large number of complaints. So, is the RxLocal app recommended in 2025? The honest answer is that it's legit, but very unreliable. It's safe in the sense of being from a real company, but not safe in the sense of depending on it for important medication needs. There are better alternatives out there, especially the official apps from big pharmacies or dedicated medication reminder apps that are far more stable.